This is the Hyundai Tucson, and it's one of those types of cars in which I can't make my mind up whether I like the look of it or not. Other than that though, it's a pretty impressive all-rounder. The Tucson is a plug-in hybrid with around 250 horsepower, which is impressive. It's got striking looks when you spec it with this N-Line package. It's also a brilliant all-rounder thanks to it having four-wheel drive, a huge boot, and the cabin is a very tech-friendly and comfortable place to sit. So come with me as I review the latest Hyundai Tucson. I'm Max Latavani, welcome to Driven Plus. This particular Tucson model comes with a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. It's also mated to a 13.8 kilowatt-hour electric motor. Now the engine alone produces around 150 horsepower and the electric motor combines and adds another 91 horsepower. Therefore, the total output of this model is 253 horsepower and 350 newton meters of torque. It's got a top speed of around 120 miles per hour, and Hyundai say it will do a 0 to 60 time of 7.1 seconds. So let's find out. Okay, so it's time to launch the Hyundai Tucson N-Line S from 0 to 60. On your screen now are the stats and figures on this car, so pause your screen if you'd like to look into them. Now, I don't think this car has launch control. I'd be very surprised if it does. No. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the car in sport mode and yeah, literally just floor the throttle. Okay, Hyundai say 7.1 seconds. Let's see what it actually is. Oh, there we are. Some good grip there from the four-wheel drive system. And this thing is pokey. That's quick. There we go. 6.84 seconds. Well, I think Alan's going to be really happy with that. That's a quick car. Fair play. I'm impressed. To be fair, I was thinking it's going to be around the 7-second mark, but 6.8 seconds, that's bloody good, isn't it? Anyway, that's what this car stacks up against. And let's go back to the review. The look of the Tucson is a bit controversial, but I can certainly understand why people like them. For me, it looks a bit like an insect with loads of different eyes. That's thanks to all the separate lights it's got. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 separate lights. But this thing just screams stealth because you got all the blacked out trims and of course the blacked out Hyundai badge with the N-Line badge here. Moving to the side of the Tucson, and this comes with 19-inch alloy wheels, and these are wrapped in Primacy 4 Michelin tyres, and these are 235/50 profile tyres. And the car has two massive profiles, this big bulge here and one going along the side here. And when we come to the back of the car, the window kind of slopes, and I think that's going to affect rear visibility. And then we come to the rear of the Tucson, and this is my favourite angle of this car. I think it looks the best here. I like the rear brake light you get here, or the light bar, and if you look carefully into the rear lights, they kind of give this crystallised effect, and it's a very sporty looking car, I think, especially with this extended spoiler with the fins on top. You get the twin exhaust set up down here, a bit of a fake diffuser, and when you open the boot, here is one of the Tucson's selling points. Boot space, 620 litres, and if you extend those seats there, it gives you loads of space, and it comes down with a click of a button, and it makes this really annoying noise when it does. But one weird thing is the fact that Hyundai have really struggled to place the Hyundai badge, so they've just kind of put it there, but I think that works. Moving to the interior of the Tucson, and do you know what? I am pleasantly surprised. I've not been in one of these cars before, and I'm really impressed. A couple of things I'm impressed with. First is the build quality. It's absolutely solid, and the use of high materials are very good too. That's built really well. Well done, Hyundai. Well done to you guys. You should be proud of yourself, because it feels like a premium vehicle, and you'd like to think so as well, because prices start from £37,000 for this N-Line S. Next, we're going to talk about these seats. Really comfortable, but somewhat sporty too. And guess what? They're heated and cooled. Yes, that is very good. And when we move to storage units, you've got a big wireless charging pad in the middle of the center console here. Open the glove box and it's really deep in there. You've got your two cup holders here, and you've got some more storage units down there, and your glove box is huge, and your door bins aren't so big, but I think we can let Hyundai off, because in terms of internal storage units other than the door cards are very, very good. Infotainment screen is kind of this big curved. It's a 12.3 inch, and you've got a digital driver's display and digital infotainment screen as well. This is going to run Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and that seems quite responsive actually. That's another thing I'm really impressed with. What else have we got? So the climate control unit is down here, and I like the way this has been designed because it's very easy to navigate. You've got heated steering wheel, your air conditioning, and all your kind of different modes are really easy to choose from. So yes, this is touchscreen, but this is how it should be done. Take note, manufacturers, because this is really easy to use, and you've got a swivel there for your well, for whatever temperature you want to set the internal cabin at. Below that, you've got some USB-C sockets and a USB and a 12-volt socket. Oh no, that's not a USB, that's a USB into an adapter that goes into a 12-volt socket. Have we got any USB sockets? Actually, that's a good point. I don't think we do. Maybe just USB-C, but that's the way it's all going now, isn't it? Right, turning on to the steering wheel, you've got half leather and half perforated leather. I like the little N logo you get on the bottom of the steering wheel, but I'm not a big fan of the steering wheel design as a whole. I like the fact you get flappy paddles, so that's very nice. But I just think the middle of the bit is just a bit naff, isn't it? Why has it got a line with 4 dots? Why can't you just have the Hyundai badge? It would just look 10 times better. Obviously, there's a reasoning for that, but I can't think of any valid reason to not put a Hyundai badge there. Anyway, your gear selector is mounted onto the steering column, so it's very easy to use. And one thing, you got a massive, huge panoramic sunroof, and it opens all the way up as well, so it lets a lot of natural light in. And the comfort levels, in terms of letting natural lights in, yes, I'll give Hyundai 8 out of 10 for their interior. So prices for the new Tucson starts at around £32,000. That's for a base spec, which is called the Advanced. Now, this model, which is called the N-Line S, which is top of the range, prices start around £37,000, which I don't think is bad considering all the lovely tech and premium features you get. And of course, you get that pokey engine too. And it's lovely to drive. It feels solid, it's nice and smooth, it sits well on the road. I quite like the elevated driving position this gives you. The suspension does quite a nice job, but when I was coming out of the place I was filming before, the driveway was a bit bumpy, and you could tell this car was struggling with the bumps. So it's firm ride over the bumps, but as soon as you get out on a country road, in which we are here, I gotta say, it's lovely. And one thing I'm particularly impressed about is the internal insulation. There's not many external noises that you can hear, such as wind noise, tyre noise. It's all kept to a minimum in the cabin, so therefore it's a lovely place to be. It's nice and quiet. But in terms of performance, it doesn't lack it. You put your right foot all the way to the floor, the electric motor responds first, and then comes the engine, and it releases all of the 253 horsepower. It's quite a responsive little thing. And you've got flappy paddles as well, so you can start playing around with them. We're in 3rd gear here. Now we've gone into, there's 2nd. Let's do a 2nd gear pull. I gotta say as well, that 1.6 litre 4-cylinder engine actually sounds pretty good. It would be interesting to know if this is the same engine found in the i20N but yet detuned, or the other way around, this is the same engine found in the i20N but up-tuned. I don't know, you Hyundai enthusiasts, let me know. And this gearbox is a 6-speed auto, works quite nicely. The gear selector is mounted on the steering column here, which frees up a load of space in the center console. And just going through gears, which you are now, it's lovely. You can't really notice the car change gear, which is largely thanks due to the fact it's got an electric motor. I would have thought that's how most hybrids work anyway. And the incorporation of the engine and electric motor works quite nicely, and we do have some different driver modes to choose from. We're on a very bumpy road at the minute, so we've got automatic mode, so it'll just choose what's best to go in. You've got hybrid mode and you've got electric mode. So now, we are in electric mode only, and you've got your sport, your eco, and you've got your different terrains such as your snow, mud, sand, but let's just leave it in normal kind of eco mode at the minute. Now the good thing is about this, well, about a hybrid technology, is the fact that it's really good on fuel. And since the last time Al refueled in this car, he's averaged 71 to the gallon. He did say he had to go on a long journey, but in, well, the last trip he did over 1,700 miles, it's averaged 120 miles per gallon. Who needs a diesel when you can have a hybrid? That's impressive, isn't it? And Hyundai say this Tucson plug-in hybrid is good for an electric-only range of around 45 miles. And that would make sense, to be fair, because we were on 3/4 of, well, not a tank, the battery is 3/4 full, and it's saying we've got 30 miles range. So it's pretty accurate, which is very good, which is what you want to hear. So let's be honest, 45 miles, is that going to be your daily commute to work? I'd be shocked if it's any more, because most people are probably less than that. So on your commute to work, you could quite easily just go on electric mode only, but when you want to go on a long journey, it's fantastic because you've got that electric engine too. Sorry, electric engine. You've got the petrol engine as well too. But I'd like to say a massive thanks to Al for letting me get a video on this car today. So thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.